Hello again. My name is Michael Hyacinth. I am the host of today's author series as we just take a moment to hear and just get to know these awesome authors that have experiences from Africa as we participate in the festival that's happening in downtown Grand Rapids called The Glimpse of Africa. Today, I get an opportunity to hear the awesome story of Dr. Nkechy, to hear why she created this book,
Yes.
and just exactly what are you really wanting us to get out of it. And so, Dr. Nkechy, it's an awesome opportunity to meet you. And please tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into the book.
Sure. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Nkechy Ekere-Ezeh. I'm originally from Nigeria, West Africa, but I wear two hats. One hat, I'm a professor of education at Aquinas College. I've been there for 23 years now. And I'm also a founder and CEO of a non-profit organization called Early Learning Neighborhood Collaborative. It's a collaborative of non-profit organizations that come together to bridge and fill the gap of low-income children, especially the black and brown children, not having access to quality early childhood education. We know that if you're not ready for kindergarten, you're not ready for life. So our job is to make sure that they get quality early learning opportunities so they will be ready for kindergarten day one.
It's awesome. We hear in the city the great work that your organization is doing. And so, please, a child of an elephant. Explain.
A child of an elephant. Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, why not a child of a lion? You look like you could be. I say, it's not about that. A child of an elephant because I grew up hearing my father, my grandma call my father, you're my enyi. Enyi means elephant in Nigeria. So can you imagine that as a young age, or even as you grew up, my grandma calling my dad enyi, elephant. And then as we were growing, my dad started calling us and me child of an elephant. So it stuck, and it was just such a big word at that time, and it raised an expectation for me that I can be an elephant, just like he was an elephant. So yeah, that's why the book is a child of elephant, because that's who I am.
Yeah, but this really goes beyond the term elephant. It goes to the point where your father was your mentor. He
Yes.
was your role model.
Yes.
Can you please take us back to the impact he has had in your life and how he has been the inspiration for this book?
Yeah, my dad is everything to me. Growing up in Nigeria, West Africa, where, I'm sorry to say this, but it was the male child is preferred. And being a girl child, you have to struggle to have your own voice and to have somebody really push for you and lift you up. I believe that my father saved me, and my father being a chief, to invest in me, to look at me and tell me that I can be anything I want to be, but also to model that. That was really beyond our time, because most fathers at that time were not doing that for a girl child. So my father coached me. He encouraged me to speak up. So if I'm in a place where he really wanted me to speak up, he would gently do like this, almost like, I can't hear you, you gotta say something. But he didn't come out and say it. And that's the role of a mentor, standing behind the scene to kind of coach me, to mentor me, to let me know when to speak up, to let me know when I need to think. And it's almost like, are you thinking? I remember one evening after dinner, we were listening to a little radio transistor. He kept turning and turning and found, I don't know if it was Voice of America or BBC, and Winnie Mandela was talking at that time. And my dad motioned for all of us to sit down. We sat down listening to Winnie talk. And after that, my dad leaned over and said, and she's a woman.
Wow.
And she's a woman. And it was almost like, don't let being a girl in a country that didn't value girls at that time stop you from being whatever you want to be. You can do it. So yes, my father was really my coach, my mentor, my everything. And he really, in a way, made me who I am right now.
That is so impressive. We live in a society, and I'm sure you teach or you work in an organization where there are not too many males within the lives of the kids that you care for. How has your father and the significance he's played in your life, how are you seeing that disconnect, and how can we as a society help improve that?
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I wrote this book. I really wanted people to see the role that a father can play. Even if it was behind the scene, even if it was just giving that little nudge and all that. Yes, we do live in a society now where fathers are not being respected. I'm sorry to say that. Everything we do is from the perspective of a woman. We're teaching, we're not putting in a whole lot of effort to encourage our fathers. And of course, the system, all the different systems are penalizing our fathers and all those kind of things. But I wanted people to see the role a father can play, whether it's in front, whether it's behind the scene, especially the role that a father can play to a girl child. It is so critical because that's how we learn how men are supposed to treat women. That's how we learn as girls, learn how a man can treat people in a society and all that. So I'm seeing that, and I'm hoping that as people read my book, they'll be able to think again, how can we support our fathers much better than what we are doing right now.
And your father had the intuition and intelligence to take that responsibility head on. How do we, as males, who tend to run away from that responsibility because of what society has put in front of us, whether it's social injustices or just the stigma of being a father. Any words to tell us fathers to say, hey, you are very important to the life of your daughter, and you need to make sure you play a role?
You just said it. I think I'm not a father, so I can't relate, but I know that without my father, I wouldn't be here. And any parents or any couple who thinks that only the woman can raise, and yes, you have grandparents, you have a male figure role and all those. I think in our society we have used that to diminish the impact of the father. Yes, if your father is gone, late, I can see the uncles and everybody is stepping in, but we cannot keep on playing, you have other role models, so fathers' role models. They are very, very important. But I want us to go back to the basic. We need to really look at all those social injustices that are keeping our fathers from connecting with their children, their girl child, because nobody can fill that role of a father. Nobody can fill, and I know that from experience. I got into trouble a lot, but it was always my dad that would say, you know what, you are Nkechy, you need to do better. You know what I mean? And it's stuck and all those kind of things. So I think the more we can speak up, the more we can remove the barriers that is keeping our fathers from connecting. But also, as a woman, we need to encourage our partners and all that. If you can be good enough for you and I to have this child, I need to see that good in you to allow you to be a part of this child that is growing up, because we need that voice. A lot of our girls are lost because of the lack of their fathers being in their lives.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Child of an Elephant.
Child of an Elephant.
That's a beautiful name.
Beautiful
title.
Thank you.
Your story is inspiring.
Thank you.
The work you do in Grand Rapids is inspiring.
Thank you so much.
And so, to all you fathers out there, let's inspire all of our girls to be the child of an elephant.
Yes. And everybody can be a child of an elephant. You just have to unleash that elephant in you. Find something that makes you stand out. Find something that is you. The message is really be your authentic person that God have created you to be on this earth. And
thank you so much. And before we leave, how can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Dr. Nkechy Ekere-Ezeh. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter, Nkechy Ekere-Ezeh. But you can also reach me at info@nkechyekere.com. info@nkechy.com. No Eze on that one.
Awesome. Well,
thank you.
Dr. Nkechy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And keep inspiring.
Thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you.
Yes. Thank you.